Hi, it's Barbara, and it's time for another riveting episode of Keeping It PC in the Kitchen. And this time, I'm going to try not to accidentally zoom in so that all you can see are my big fat fingers. So, let me put my apron on. I've been thinking I need some little music to play as I put on my apron. You know, like Mr. Rogers used to have when he put on his cardigan. So, but I don't have anything like that yet. So today I am going to do a this or that. Now let me see if I can zoom in just for a second. I'm going to try not to zoom in when I'm doing my demonstration. Look. Okay. This or that. That's what we're going to do today. So now let me unzoom so that you don't just have my big eyeball either. So I like the food chopper and I like the manual food processor, both equally as well. And so I thought that I would show them both so that you could see what you can get from both of them. And both of them chop up pretty finely, but we're going to demonstrate both of them. So now I'm going to move the phone over here so that you can actually see what I'm doing. Now, this is where I messed up the last time and I accidentally zoomed and all you saw were my great big man hands. When I was in high school, my best friend told me I had big ugly man hands. I've been very self-conscious about them ever since. So when I saw that my hands were just so magnified in that last video, I deleted it. So we're going to try not to let that happen again. So hold on, let me see if I can switch us over. All right, so far so good, right? All right, now, yeah, okay, that's good. All right, now I'm going to put on gloves because I don't like to touch food. I mean, I love to cook, but I just don't like to touch food. So, the first thing we're going to try is this, which is the food chopper. The food chopper has been around for a long, long time, and I have several of them. Look, I'm going to use this nifty little Prep It Up pad, and I want to use this knife. This is a Pampered chef knife. It's pretty cool. Ew, my onion looks a little ripe there in the center. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my onion. I'm going to use half in the chopper and half in the manual food processor. So I'm going to cut this in half this way and in half this way. Now if you want to, you can just put the onion right in here. Just stick it in, put whatever it is you're chopping right in here and close it up and chop it. But I'm not going to do that because it's kind of a lot to do. So in just that little piece. So here we go. This is how fast. It's a little loud, so bear with me with the noise. Look at there. Isn't that awesome? There's a couple chunks right there, so let's just single those out. Awesome. It doesn't take a lot of pounding to get right down to, look how small that is. Look how perfectly chopped up that is. So I'm going to actually be making me some tuna salad. That's why I'm chopping it up. Perfect. And if you see a little piece that looks like it needs a little more, just, you know, do that. And there it is. This is also very easy to clean because it comes apart this way. This comes off. And then this spreads open. If you're going to wash this by hand, be very careful because these blades are very, very sharp. Most people just throw it in the top level of the dishwasher, but we don't have a dishwasher. My mother never liked dishwashers because she didn't think they got your dishes clean enough, and so I've had dishwashers in my adult life, but I keep going back to that whole thing that my mother instilled this idea that it's not going to get clean enough, so we don't have a dishwasher. We've had them and we just end up washing them by hand anyway. Okay, now let's see. I love this little scraper because it's got that little squeegee and it pushes it all over to the side. So for the second half of the onion, we're going to use that, which is the manual food processor. And I love it too. It's not quite as loud because you don't have to pound on it as hard. So, and again, I'm going to cut my half onion into little sections. So you can just put it, oh my goodness, I do not like the way the inside of that onion is looking at all. We're going to get rid of that. That's not going to taste very good. There. Okay. So now with the manual food processor, you just put that in there like that. And then you just sit this on top. There's like this is kind of, I don't know, hexagonish. And you put it right down in there. It fits right in there. And then there's this nifty little latch right here. You just pull it towards you and that pops up. And again, you're going to use your hands. Not nearly as loud, but just as effective. Perfectly minced up onions. I'm going to tell you, I have minced onions to the point that they were practically water in this thing because I didn't realize how quickly it would mince them up. I'm going to move the phone back over to my makeshift tripod over here. Here we are. Okay, now let's hope I don't topple my whole ensemble here because, as I always say, I just throw stuff together with what I've got, and it's sort of makeshift. Okay, I hope that doesn't fall out. Okay, that's going to do it for today's episode of Keeping It PC in the Kitchen. We tried the manual food processor and the food chopper. Both of them are excellent. They both chop equally as well as the other. They're both easy to clean. Both can go in the dishwasher or you can wash them by hand. Again, be very careful if you're doing that because the blade's very sharp. And if you have any other requests for Keeping It PC in the Kitchen, comment below. And if I have it, I will show it. Bye!